What's up with you guys? What's up, Don? How was your Sunday though?
Sunday was pretty chilled, I guess. Like I was home the whole day. Yesterday I did a lot of home cleaning, so finally my classes ended, so I could get myself some time to do the chores around the home.
Your classes ended already?
Yeah, yep. Like summer break officially like kicking off, so I'm feeling
Nice.
better right now. Yeah, so I stayed in.
Congratulations, my bro. Of
Thank you, thank you. So I'm staying in today,
course, bro.
and I was
Anytime.
just waiting on the space. Like really excited to share the news and everything. So yeah, how's
Nice,
your day?
nice.
How's your day?
It was good. I was just resting. I'm working a lot behind the scenes of I have like good news to share too. So obviously but I wanna probably just share it maybe when you start. What's up, Brian? How are you?
Hmm. Doing well.
Nice, nice. We
Work
have the butterfly
working on working on
whisper in the house.
working on an opportunity uh for a friend who uh has a band, and helping trying to help them build a metaverse concert stage for a uh for a Canadian music concert.
Hey, do you know what metaverse you're using?
Hmm?
So there's a couple metaverses. Do you know what metaverse platform you're using?
No, but I'm starting to like help to plan the metaverse concert.
Okay, nice, nice. That sounds exciting. I've been to a couple, so it's definitely an experience, and that's definitely what I love about the metaverse as well too, because it's a new experience,
and
right?
and as I'll say, Tanya always tells me that her success is my success. So anyone's success uh is your success.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you contribute to the success, it's definitely your success too. You should always feel proud for your contributions, always. I want to say that real quick. Shout out to the Butterfly Whisperer for popping up. I want to say shout out to Charlie, Clinton, and Cool Now for listening. We're just getting started. We're here every Sunday from 8 p.m. to now 9:30 p.m. East, and we're here talking about headlines of the universe. We now have a new segment, and we're featuring Web3 artists, Web3 musicians now specifically. And we're just vibing, we're just talking. If you guys want to come here and share your story at the end of the at the segment, of course you can do it as well too. If you're a musician, we would love to also know your work as well too. I do want to say real
So
quick.
before we start, I want to make sure everyone know that I am live streaming this space. So I'm gonna put the record button here. So we're streaming onto NFTs Music Radio Twitter live page, because that's a lot of most where all the music NFTs artists are. But also it's gonna be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and so just so when you grab the mic, just know you're being recorded, even though we're not recording this space, it's being live streamed.
Let's get it. Yep, I was just gonna say, what's up, Tanya? How are you? How was your
Good. I
Sunday?
was just setting up the live stream. That's why I couldn't talk. I just want to make sure the sound, everything's perfect.
That's not
So
good. It's not good.
yeah.
When you need to get people who worry and care about things like that, because behind the scenes is very important. In front of the scenes, it could all seem like easy work, but trust me, without Tanya, without Don, the work doesn't. It's harder, right? So always appreciate your people. Appreciate Tanya. Appreciate Don. What's up, Butterfly Whisperer?
Hey, everyone. I'm so honored to be here. Looking forward to this segment. It's so nice to meet some new people and some fellow Canucks. So, a shout out and how's it going, to the fellow Canucks in here. Thank you so
Nice.
much.
You know, the Butterfly Whisperer. I never heard of like the term connect until now.
Well, there you go. Now you're being educated. We are the Canucks.
We are the
So,
Canucks. Yes, go Canucks.
so is that like a Canadian term for like friend, or how is that? How does that work?
Well, Don Tanzo, maybe you want to take that over. We actually have a hockey team, but also it's kind of a joke, the Canadian Canucks, and we have all sorts of, well, some people will call it a hockey team, but Yeah, it's kind of, I wouldn't say that it's slang, but us Canadians are known for so many funny things, and that's just kind of one of them.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's technically from a hockey team. Technically.
Yeah, you could say that. Dantanzo, do you have another take on?
No. I was gonna say that like either Canadians will start talking about weather or we will just start talking about hockey. So Canucks has been like Vancouver Canucks. I'm in Vancouver right now. So Canucks is the hockey team that we have, and I think I have visited only twice to see them play. It was fun because I'm not a big fan of hockey, and I'm an international student here for like past 6 years. So just going with the culture, I went to these hockey games. It was fun. It was fun to see them, but they kind of lost. So that's another issue.
Oh, they lost. They played today.
Not today. It's sometime in the recent past,
Oh, in
like
the recent
when I
past.
visited. Yes, yes, yes.
That's okay. Sometimes we have to lose to win, right? So, just to give you I know the Butterfly Whispers is like new here. This is actually our first week, right? That we're actually having like a future musician. So you're technically our first musician, right? So you know what I'm saying. So I feel like that's like a big, also like we're making history, right? Um, our first we usually do some headlines. So I would like to like maybe introduce like maybe a headline or two, and then we'll do we'll play. I do also want to share the Butterfly Whisperer. Kind of reminds me of a song that I wrote. So I do want to share a song with you, and then I would love to get to hear what you have. And so like the segment would be you share 1 to 3 songs, and after each song, right, we'll ask you some questions. I do want to get to know more about you and your art. All right, what do you think?
Yeah, that would be great. And as this is my first time here with this group. So as I was kind of contemplating, I thought if it's all right with you, I'll share a little bit of an introduction when it comes to my turn, and then a song, and then a break. Just the flow, because my world kind of weaves three different things in. So we'll just go with the flow. You can certainly steer, but I do have three songs, the last of which I would love to play for the actual group,
Let's
and
go.
it to the group. So I do have three songs, or I can cut it down to two, but whatever works is fine. So I'm looking
Absolutely.
at hearing yours, and then I'll just do an introduction, and then you can pull out if you want me to go into any more details of anything. So
I'm actually really excited, Butterfly. So I'm super excited to hear what you have to say, and just to grow with you in the space as well too, right? So I just want to say, I don't know if you guys know, but have you guys heard of the stealth addresses?
Yes. Vitalik was introducing that if people or users had the chance to like incorporate this like stealthness in the non-fungible assets. You go ahead, crypto. My bad. I was
Oh, yeah,
just touching on it.
that's amazing that you know it. So we obviously know that in Web3 in the NFT space, right? Transactions are transparent, right? That's one of the beautiful things the Web3 about the Web3 space is that we're able to see everything, right? So with this stealth address, we're now not able to see any transactions. So like let's just say if I sent a NFT to Don with a stealth address, nobody can see that transaction, right? And so the point of this is that they're also going to limit the technology, the private, I mean, this, the technology and the privacy behind this account too. So there's going to be not the full privileges of like a regular account. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work, but this is kind of like in the talks of what they're going to do it for the ERC 721.
Nice. Like I had something to say about that news because it was really shocking, and I was also like talking about this development of the space and technology, right? Like one of the things that mentioned there, like about that low tech approach to incorporating privacy features in the NFTs, right? What Vitalik may have meant, and I infer, is like this NFT, MetaMask, wallet, this and that. Like this could be really, what can I say, too much for public to get their head around and all that. But like as the technology is evolving, maybe this little incremental changes that will be the most impactful for the mass adoption. Like what do I mean by that is when they say low tech approach, I think they want to make things, the technology, more simpler, given incorporating that privacy. Like people now can see transaction, but then this low tech involvement, or like involvement of this technology would actually like create that security for people to trust this technology even more going forward. Like I think the simplicity, the more this technology can be simplified for public, I think the greater mass adoption, the chances just increases. That's my take on it. Thank you.
So you're saying that it's going to be difficult for society to actually adopt to that?
No. I'm saying that it like having these approaches could make mass adoption more easier, right? Like when things get simplified, rather than like right now go on MetaMask wallet, this and that. I'm pretty sure like in the near future, maybe give it a decade or two, like buying cryptocurrency would be just like swiping your credit card, having your ATMs and all that. But it needs time, right? It needs time. And then like Ethereum's merge too, like the triple halving, all these like software updates, technological updates are more catered to adopt more public into the space. That's my take on it.
Yes, sir. I do agree with you on that, Don. What's up, Amanda? How are you?
Hey, yo, guys, happy Sunday. What's going
Happy
Hello,
on?
Sunday.
hello.
Hello,
Hey, my
hello.
favorite group in Twitter. Hey, guys,
It's good.
let me make sure I'm retweeting this space. Give me a second. I just came in. I'm glad I
You
made it.
see? Uh,
Okay, dale. Echa pa acá.
Amanda, how was your Sunday?
You know what? I've done a lot of self grooming today. Let me tell you, that is very much needed. I hope that you guys get to that too. Oh, but yeah, just self grooming. It was very nice and relaxing, and I really like Don Tanso's argument in regards to like future way of payment. I feel like the Chinese have already been using the barcode method for their economy, and things have been so much easier for them. So with cryptocurrency, a lot of it is through barcode. Now, I'm not saying that crypto is going to be our main kind of like way of income, depending on where your country is. I feel like your fiat is still going to be you're still going to be dependable of that. Now we're just waiting to see how like the marking the house market bubble and everything kind of like when is that going to explode, like we're trying to see like what status the US dollar is going to have after so many things, like with the war and with the the rise of the petroleo costs and a lot of minerals and other things like that. But I very much think that it's going to be very user friendly in the future when it comes to how to set up a barcode in your wallet. So I love that talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You know what it is, Amanda. You know what it is.
Hell yeah. Today we have everybody. Today we have a future musician guest. Her name is Butterfly Whisperer. All right. I would love for her to introduce herself, but let me just tell you a little bit of how I got to know her. I met her in the space a couple, probably say like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I heard her play her music, and it was honestly one of the most. It was a moment for me because it was very healing, and it was a beautiful moment. It was a very it was very smoothing, very soothing, very chill, very super high vibes, felt elevated. And I'm not sure, but her instrument sounded like a flute, but we're gonna get to know right now. um and Yeah, so that's kind of how I got to know her. And before we do get get her to speak. I do want to say what's up to Charlie because my boy just popped up and is on the speaker. What's up, my bro? Thank you for coming.
Hey, what's up, fam? How are you? How are you doing?
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Hi.
Appreciate you, Brody.
Hey man.
Hi there. So, how was your day?
It was good, it was blessing. We've been working behind the scenes, doing a lot of things, but also taking care of ourselves, right? We literally before this space, we literally took like a two hour rest. I was just resting, making sure that that I have some energy for you guys, and for the rest of the night, to conquer, because I have a lot of energy, and I feel like sometimes the balance, right? You wanna make sure that it's balancedly correct. Split up into anything that you wanted to put on. So,
Well,
with that being said,
that's great. That's great, and it's gonna be cool space. So yeah, let's do it.
let's get it. Let's get it. With that being said, I do also want to say, thank you, Real Cats and Pace, for popping up. And now, welcome the Butterfly Whisperer. How are you?
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to join this great space. I mean, I can already feel the high vibes of this community, and it really is delightful to meet some new and fabulous souls. So I know the focus of this is on music, but as I mentioned a bit earlier, since my world is kind of run by three major influences that are all intertwined, I thought I'd just mention them for context. And then, as I said, feel free to pull out some more details later if you'd like me to go deeper. But just to mention them up front, one, of course, is music. So I started playing flute. You were correct; it was a flute that you heard me play, but a very special one. So we're going to get to that in a bit. But I started playing flute in grade 5 thanks to a secondhand instrument gifted to me by my grandparents. Influence two is my lifelong work with butterflies. I became the butterfly whisperer at age 5, and I won't tell you how many years ago that was, because I'm sure everyone's pretty good at math. And then number three is lifelong health challenges, which actually led to my interest in and eventual training in many energy modalities. Also, the exploration of spirituality, and of course, my work with the healing power of music, which was, mentioned earlier. And so, mixing all those things together, it came as no surprise that my career path took me in the direction of transformational coaching. And under the larger umbrella of my business, which I simply refer to as the world of woo, I'm here today as the official butterfly whisperer and the spirit piper. Now, full disclosure, as the butterfly whisperer, I do tend to switch into my first language, which is butterflyese. So my apologies in advance, and do bear with me. Uh, event-
Ooh. So, question, right? So, because Butterfly Whisperer is there's so much interesting things going on over here. So first of all, a Butterfly Whisperer, right? And first of all, that's also besides the Canadian kayak connect, right?
Connects.
Connects, right? Besides that, I've never also heard of a butterfly whisperer. Do you whisper to butterflies? Do you talk to butterflies?
I literally do. Yeah, and this is kind of how it I'll maybe I'll just jump into what I do, because that is, the main feature, and being officially the butterfly whisperer. So I'll mention that, essentially everything that drives what I do is my core belief that we've all been gifted with the human equivalent of wings, right? So each uniquely designed and uniquely colored. And since we're divinely created with everything we need to soar, my message to all is to go out and share your wings with the world, right? Now, as high vibe and rah rah as that message is, I'm also very aware that doing so isn't always easy despite our desires and good intentions. And that's why I honor and welcome people where they are. So, whether they're experiencing caterpillar days or whether they arrive with their wings wide open and are ready to soar into their destiny, the truth is we're all making our way in this world, navigating the human experience. And trust me, I'm old enough to have earned many navigation of life badges, including a professional griever award for navigating so many losses of loved ones. And by the end of our time together, you'll figure out pretty quickly that I prefer to keep conversations real, and I'm not afraid to go into the goo with someone. So, all of that to say, everyone, even the Joneses, have something going on. And what I know for sure is that a little kindness and compassion can go a long way. So even though I'm known as Sunshine, most people call me Sunshine. Some days I have to work extra hard to shine extra bright to get through those clouds so that the rainbows get painted. And because of that, that's why I'm so passionate about my life's work, which is bridging worlds, connecting souls, and healing hearts. And I do this in two very distinct ways. So, first is the butterfly whisperer. As you may or may not know, butterflies are actually revered as being spiritual messengers. So every summer, I lovingly hand raise monarch butterflies, which I call monarch messengers, obviously named for their divine purpose of carrying heart messages soaring. So, in other words, I provide the opportunity for people around the world to email me their high vibe messages. So, here I'm talking about wishes, prayers, affirmations, blessings, dreams, sentiments of special occasions for self or as a gift for another. So, what I do, and this is to your question, I then go into ceremony, do my proprietary butterfly whispering, and then send their messages soaring via a designated energetically matched butterfly. And what I find so inspiring is that most people actually want to send a direct message to a loved one or pet who has crossed over. And it's facilitating that experience that is truly my greatest joy. And by the way, if anyone would like to reserve a Monarch Messenger, just send me a DM and I can, I'd be happy to send you the information to do that.
Wow. Honestly, I just want to say that sounds so amazing, and it's like I believe in energy, and even thoughts carry messages, right?
Yes.
So that to me, I've never heard of this before, so it's like very intriguing and interesting to me, um and it's like I find it fascinating at the same time, and it's just like it's like a wow moment, right? What's up, Amanda?
All right, this is my kind of topic. I'm just gonna say, well, everything is my topic because I'm so into everything. This is very beautiful. I want to say mariposa, susurrándole a las mariposas, right? So, I I know my grandma. She used to talk to her plants. Sometimes she was fighting with them, and sometimes she was just loving them so much. And depending like how she would talk to them, I feel like the color of the leaves, the color of um, I I just have that type of background in my family where they are very organic and they just feel like one with like their surrounding. So I very much learned to kind of like put out those vibrations and that kind of language without even acknowledging that I was doing that differently. So I very much started to teach my daughter to be able to communicate with all life being, right? Because everything connects and it really just kind of the way you pursue how you present yourself onto others, you want them to feel peace, right? When they meet you want them to feel comfortable, depending what kind of vibe you want to attract, right? Like we are always meeting up every Sunday here, guys. Make sure to retweet this space, man. This the butterfly whisperer. I really love how you put out there your analysis, your science behind this, how you're, because I believe that everybody has a history and a book to tell, and because they experience life differently than what we do, right? So I just really love your concept of attraction and what you give off. So thank you so much for sharing. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna give you a follow.
Yes, let's go. Don Wish popping boy.
Yes, like Butterfly Whisper, Amanda, what you guys said, like really, really had me share one of my bits too, and it's fascinating. Thank you both for sharing your experiences. What I wanted to share was like about my great grandmom, who expired last year. Peace be upon her. I think she was 100 plus, and she was my grandmother's mom. So basically, my mom's grandmother and my great grandmother. And what was like fascinating about her was the whole. And she used to live in a village, right? My mom's side of the family, they would be from the village, and then the whole village, like the crowd, everybody would go and seek water from her. So what she used to do, she used to, because we are Muslims, we have our like what kind of scriptures, and then there are like holy scriptures, and then we read them and we follow them, and then in that way, one of the ways you can do is like heal people through reading those scriptures and then blowing it into the water, and then they will get that water and feed the one that is in need, like basically the ones that are sick. So the whole village used to like, I don't know what kind of faith or belief system was working there, but I have seen that like since a young age, that like she was the middle of that, like, cohort, like people around her, and people, when she died, people from far far away came to for her funeral, because people like really find that, fascinating, that her water, like, I mean, the thing that she would do, read the scripture and blow into the water, and then as she's like a hardcore practitioner of like, the Muslim like prayers, like she would fast and all those things, like she was really religiously a very grand person to me. And then in that way, like, I resonated with these things with both of you, and I couldn't help but think about her, and I really missed her, because for the past 5 6 years I couldn't go back home. And then the last time I saw her is the time I came to Canada, and then the time I went back, she was no longer with us. And yeah, that's what reminded me of this situation. Thank you so much, guys, for that, yeah, for sharing those thoughts. And absolutely, guys, we are here from 8 to 9, 9:30 East, and please retweet the space so that we can get more people in. Like, it's an open mic space. We talk about music NFTs. We talk about what is going on in the NFT world. Today, we are featuring an artist, the Butterfly Whisperer, like amazing person, Amanda, Tonya, amazing co-host, and our host, Crypto God Louis. Thank you all for being in the space once again. So yeah, if you could retweet this space, that would
Thank
be
you,
amazing.
Don. Thank you, Don, for
So
sharing.
I wanted to share I used to breed monarch butterfly. I loved it actually. I think everyone should go out of their way and just get yourself a milkweed plant or start growing them, because they I went into Home Depot and got like 5 little milkweeds. And actually my doctor that I work with, Dr. Kumar, he's the one that was telling me, him and his wife would tell me how relaxing it was when they get off work, and that they watch the process of the butterfly and how it and how much butterflies they get. Okay, so I started out with 5 little plants, not thinking much. 2 days later, I had like these tiny little caterpillars running around, just tiny baby ones. And those things started eating, and they got bigger and big. I mean, literally, like I became like their mom. And like I feel like, I don't know. I'm a mom, so I felt like I was lactating. I swear to God, they ate all the plants. So it went by so quickly. I lost so much money, but it was so worth it. I was so happy and relaxed. But I was always stressed out, and almost in a sense that they would eat all the milkweeds, and I would have to move them from one plant to the other. So, can you tell us like how did you take care of your butterflies? Because it is so worth it to get up early in the morning to just take care of the plants, take care of the butterflies, take care of just make sure all of them are okay, and then to come home to them and then watch them. So I'm actually this year I'm gonna plant um like milkweeds in my backyard. I hope my HOA doesn't get mad, but I really want them now. Like now you're talking about it, like it made me like, because I did this in 2019 before the lockdown, like with the year before.
Bet. So, but the butterfly. Okay, so tell her or tell us, the process, and then you can play one song, and then we can move on from that.
Yeah. So milkweed is your friend. That is, because for me to explain how to do this, I could go on for 3 hours. Milkweed is the only plant that the caterpillars will eat. So the monarchs will lay their eggs on the milkweed. And as Tanya was explaining, they will just devour these plants, like just devour them. And then once they transform into adult form, being the butterfly, then they will eat nectar of nectar plants, so flowers. So that's in a nutshell. And I'm just so excited about this conversation. I can feel the energy, and listening to the story about the water. I mean, we're dealing with energy here, right? So your grandmother was dealing with the water, I'm dealing with the butterflies, and Amanda and the mariposas, right? So anyone that might not be familiar, mariposa is Spanish for butterfly. So it's all coming full circle, and I've landed in people who are aware of energy and and spirituality, even when you don't even need to call it that. But the dilemma that I came into before switching to the music is that obviously people transition year round. And because I live in the Great White North, I only have live butterflies for 3 to 4 months span, depending on the year. So what I thought is to switch into the music part of my world. I'd briefly share a story that led to my solution, and that might be a good time to also play a song. Crypto God, do you think?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, Tanya, I hope that gave you enough information. I know that if I just get started on the whole butterfly theme, I will switch right into butterflies and we will be here for 3 hours. So I want to respect the time and the music. And I'm so vibing high with the energy of everyone here. So I'll just very, very briefly go into this story. And trigger alert without description involves the transition of a loved one. So in 2010, I literally fluted my soulmate to heaven. I picked up my flute and played his favorite song of mine, and he took his final breaths as I completed the piece. When I had finished, the nurse looked at me and said, "In all my years, I have never seen anything like it. What a gift! What a gift! What a gift!" Now, the circumstances around his passing were quite traumatic on many levels, and so I was in no shape to even comprehend what she was talking about being a gift. And further, those closest to me were absolutely convinced that I would never play flute again. Now, spoiler alert, since we're having this discussion, clearly that didn't happen. Quite the contrary. I think music saved me. That and a promise I made to him before he passed, and that was to go out and share the love I had for him with everyone I encountered. And he also told me before transitioning that my purpose on this planet is to spread spiritual sunshine. And so, with those things in mind, and eventually realizing the gift of fluting him to heaven, I turned that tragedy into an inspired solution to serving clients year round. So, during the months that I don't have live butterflies, clients who want to send their heart messages can have that done vibrationally on the notes of a sacred song recorded on my Native American flute. So, a custom spirit song. And that's what Crypto God heard me play when we met. And as I mentioned later, I'd love to offer a custom spirit song to this community here in this space, which will incorporate the energy of everyone here. But to start, I thought I would play the song that I was playing to my soulmate, which is called Hope. And it was, it was written and gifted to me by a dear friend, a maritime musician, the late John Ferguson. So I'm just not sure about timing. I wasn't sure how long the space was going to go. So I could play it on the regular flute and then contrast it with the Native American flute, or I can jump right on the Native American flute if you think that would be better for the timing. Crypto, I'll just send that over to you.
Butterfly, you play as much as you need, as much as you feel comfortable, and as much as you want. We are here for it. We're here to 9:30, but you know what I'm saying, this is what we do. This is what I love to do. I love to meet people. I love to network. So I don't mind, staying here a bit for the people, for you, for the music, right? For Web3. So let's get it, Whisper.
Okay, so if it's 9:30, then we are good to go. So what I'll do is I'll just play this song, the shorter version. And so this is called Hope. And I really invite people, if it feels comfortable for you, just close your eyes and receive the energy of the song, right? The title alone is Hope. And here we go. So that was Hope. I have not played the regular flute on Spaces before, so I hope that was okay in terms of sound and distance from the mic. But
Sounded
anyway.
amazing. Was that an original song?
Yes, so that was written by maritime musician, the late John Ferguson, and he and I connected over some health challenges that we both had. So we had an appreciation for each other and just such compassion. And he gifted me this song after I played with his group in Halifax years ago. And so I've played it at some pretty interesting occasions. Different places around the world. And so that was kind of what I thought would be the last time I ever played it, was Fluting My Soulmate to Heaven. But it is just one powerful little song, and I know that I honor him every time I play it as well. So yes, it's an original, and it was gifted to me, and I just feel so honored to have that music and the vibrations and love behind it. Because every time I play it, that love goes out to everybody.
Yes, and I felt it. Thank you for sharing that. Tanya, Don, any comments on that? I also want to say shout out to my bro Camo, Crypto God Camo, my aka my producer as well too, for popping up and just listening. Shout out to Team 3 as well, to Milo's Space. We have Mike in the building. And everybody who's just listening, right? Real Cat Space. We have Alberto Cat and Yellow and Golden. Thank you guys for being here. We have a special artist, the Butterfly Whisperer. Tanya, Don, any feedback or anybody else?
That
Yeah,
sounds so good. I don't know
That
about
was
you guys, but
beautiful.
I felt it. I felt it like every part. Like, when you feel some, it's not, you can say vibe, but it's something more than that. So I definitely felt it spiritually.
It was very calming. It was very, very tranquil and peaceful. It was beautiful. So shout out to Butterfly Whisperer.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
as a Disney Channel fan, I just, transported to like a Pocahontas moment where I can like
Right.
feel the trees and like the air and everything. So thank you for that, the butterfly.
100% Disney. Like definitely put you in that
thank you.
that zone. It was beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes. So, Butterfly, how long have you been playing the flute? You s-
Haha, yes. Well, I'll repeat. I've been playing it since grade 5, and we'll leave it there.
Or since grade 5, okay. And that's also the same time that you started whispering to the butterflies.
So I started whispering to butterflies at age 5, and that literally, I can tell the short version story of that as well. um I it was, back when you're 5 years old, you don't have the vocabulary. I couldn't even pronounce the word chrysalis at that time. But what happened was I had my first spiritual experience. So I was at the cottage and I was the only one up, and I was out on the deck. The loons were calling over the water. I could feel the dew on my feet, and I watched a monarch butterfly emerge from its chrysalis. And that was my first time ever seeing it. And I know that I was meant to be alone to see that. So even at that early age, I knew that I had just witnessed a miracle, right? I knew it. My body was vibrating. And then later, when the wings had dried, with all the innocence of a child, I intuitively started to whisper wishes and prayers and blessings for a good, happy life, and to spread joy to everyone that saw the butterfly. And so that's what started it. And of course, there's a whole long story that goes with it to bring me up to now. But that really was the defining moment. And of course, later I turned that into a business, and am officially the Butterfly Whisperer. And I'm the only one on the planet that
The
offers
question,
peace.
wait, so in that moment, right? You said that you felt like it was in a miracle, like it was like a miracle moment. How did you said you were 5 years old, right?
Mhm.
How was that awareness? How did you know what like that was like in a miracle moment at 5 years old?
It was the feeling in my gut. You always, people talk about that gut experience. So the solar plexus area, I was literally vibrating, like looking back and trying to describe it, because back then you don't have the vocabulary to say how you're feeling. I was absolutely mesmerized, transfixed. All of my senses were heightened. And I just had a knowing, like a knowing, like a knowing. Right. And so, how do you even describe that? And so, it wasn't until later, when you are older, when you can put words to these things. And so, yeah, I mean, that was definitely my first spiritual experience, saying that now.
Yes, I totally understand. Actually, now you're able to put it together and make sense of what that experience actually was. Right? What's up, Amanda?
All right, I really love this talk. I'm telling you guys, this is so beautiful to be part of. Thank you so much for allowing me. I want to say that when I was just, I would say like maybe around from 10 to 14, I started having just like more bizarre dreams, and I was having like almost like sleep paralysis and other things that I've gotten to research on my own, right? I was having these lucid dreams, and I was just having these massive spiritual battles. And I'm so glad that my mother was my spiritual guide, right? But she also has some other diagnoses that are, taken care of differently, and they can be misconstrued with those kinds of like hidden like powers, that I feel that God gives gifts us. Definitely are gifts that I feel that a lot of people don't practice because of the fear of like what are others going to say, or just feeling misjudged, or the fear of like, oh, will they accept me, or because it's really hard. They put a lot of people, they lock them away because of how they speak freely. And in a lot of countries, oh my God, if they catch you speaking like this, it's very much medieval time still. So I'm so grateful that we can come over here on Twitter and talk about it freely and understand one another and understand that we're not alone. And thank you, the Butterfly Whisperer, because you are bringing that topic and you are making sure that you can go the official ways about it and help others that can understand this pathway as well. So yeah, God bless you guys, and thank you for this.
Yes, thank you, Amanda, for sharing that. That was beautiful. Butterfly, one more question, and then we can move on to your next segment of the song. Right. So now you're in Web3, right? You're here in Web3, right? So what, are you planning on creating an NFT, or what's your Web3 journey like?
Well, yes, my Web3 journey is so, so far removed from my music and, my butterfly whispering. I mean, I am still to this day, I'm laughing my head off that I'm literally on Twitter. I mean, I'm so technically challenged. I still can't believe I'm here, but boy, this journey has been absolutely incredible. I love it. I love the people here. I love the vibes. So it's been a great experience. But it started by my being gifted an NFT, and it was a dented feels NFT, and what a community. So that gift has just started this journey that's indescribable, absolutely indescribable to me. So I do, I thank Palo, my friend Palo, who sent me this NFT and just opened my eyes to this world I had no idea about. And when I when I talk about, not being on social media and Twitter and stuff, he said, "Okay, I'm going to airdrop this to you. What's your wallet?" Now, somehow I already had a wallet address from months before, but my question back to him was, airdrop, should I be going out into my backyard and watching for parachutes or something? I was half joking, but that's literally what came to mind because I'm so far removed. So through this community of dented feels, oh, and I see I have a dented feeler fam. Ned's is in the audience. So through that community, I've joined the family of Feels Rare Radio. And, you know, I still am learning the language, the terminology, my way around. But I would strongly recommend to check out Feels Rare Radio. That group, I tell you, they are there 24/7 to land. They have a great sense of humor, full of wisdom and kindness. So people can come in, talk about their feels, share their celebrations, and you might find the odd game of poker going on. But there's something there for everyone. So I'm just so happy to share that. That is literally a huge part of my journey. So music NFTs are going to be next on my agenda. But as I said, I'm still pretty new and figuring out the technology to do that. So all the more reason why I'm excited to be here and meet people like Crypto God. So thank you for that.
Wow, I mean, honestly, that sounds like an amazing community. If you're saying it, that means it's holding a lot of credit on that. But okay, so you're just starting. You do want to eventually do your music NFT, but you're just kind of just learning right now. I'm gonna assume because I was definitely doing that a couple months ago. I'm still doing that today. I'm still doing that still. So, um, do you have any idea on exactly what kind of like you wanna like? I'm gonna assume you wanna put your instrument into the NFT, right?
Yes, absolutely. And the instrument that I'm going to play next is the one that you heard me play. And if anyone would like to tap on my profile pic, you'll be able to see the exact flute that I play in the spaces. I have a couple other ones, but this is my primary one. There's a whole story about how I ended up with Native American flutes, but that's more like a 10-hour space right there. So a lot of people ask me, so I'll just mention this part of it. Um, Although I work primarily with the monarch butterflies, the reason I chose to have on this custom flute a blue morpho butterfly is because the blue morpho butterflies are known for their healing properties. And so that means that no matter what the occasion, no matter what the client, no matter what the space or room or theme or occasion, whenever I play this instrument, it has an added layer of transformational energy and an added layer of healing energy. So that's why I love to play this one as my primary flute. It just has all of that that just gets spread out, and people can receive that above and beyond any theme or any intentions that might be included in the song.
Let's go. Let's go.
So what I thought I might do is for my next song, I thought I would play Hope Again. And the interesting thing about the Native American flutes is it's different than the regular flute. And I found out, just experimenting, that it doesn't have all of the notes. So I've literally had to just kind of create a different version so that I can play it on this flute. But I see a hand up before I do that, so maybe we will go to Charlie before I go into my next song. Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So until I leave, just I wanted to make some comments and some. I do have some questions about music NFTs too, but until that, I will make some comment to Louis what Louis said, like the Web3. Well, I mean, just none of us is on Web3 right now because like the NFT doesn't mean the Web3. It's just a protocol which works on top of the blockchain, and the blockchain doesn't belong to the Web3. We everybody shall have right understanding what's the Web3. Like Web3 is just the update of the Web2, where gonna be included that blockchain system. And NFTs doesn't belong to the Web3 part. Besides, it just included them. And about the music NFTs, what I wanted to ask is that like, how did you make it? I mean, just so how did you see the music NFTs? Just how did you got that view? Like, how you will present that to the people?
Yeah, so Charlie, thank you for your input, Bodhi. Definitely. We know that Web3 is not like NFTs. It was just like her Web3 journey, which was what I was meaning. And she's just starting. So she doesn't really have like a strategy just yet or a promotion just yet, and she's just learning like a lot of us is. And so she doesn't. I'm gonna assume, right, Butterfly. Just assume right now that you don't know exactly how you're gonna go at it just yet. But that's why you're here, right? Because you're learning. That's why everybody's here. You're learning, you're growing with the community, and we're enlightening each other, right? So,
So,
Shardy, did I answer your question?
kind of. So, how long did Butterfly you are on the NFTs?
Oh, well, just my experience with NFTs in terms of, being gifted a dented feels and then purchasing into some different projects. All of my information and wisdom coming from Feels Rare Radio, by the way. A lot of that, I guess it was just back in March, to be honest. So I'm very new, and that's what both I and Crypto are saying, is that I'm new and still learning the technicalities behind it. But I know that music NFTs are taking off, and they're doing very well, and you can be very creative with them. So I'm at this point, I'm learning a lot, and I do have a bit of a vision that I'll be sharing another time once I get more pieces and knowledge put into place. So love the question, and I hope that helps answer.
Yes, yes, I'm super excited for that too. I think like that's like the most like that's the journey, right? It's like NFC is also like an art, and it's like a huge art piece, huge masterpiece that you got to put like a whole bunch of things together. Yeah, so Charlie, very good questions. If anybody else has any questions, or would like to share the story as well too, come up as well too. At the Butterfly Whisperer as well too. We'll be talking to the community, talking to the peoples, and just growing, right? We want to know what's your story, right? So the Butterfly Whisperer, you can definitely share that next story. Or Crypto, what's up?
No, I just wanted to say, like, I'm glad I tuned in because, like, Butterfly Whisper, I'm actually a music producer, and I would love to work with like some healing music. Like I work with a lot of intuitive people, and some really, really spiritual, well-intentioned people, who have a holistic background, and like, you actually inspired me low key. There was this pop song for this big artist that I was supposed to recreate. And I just didn't have that uh innocence to like reach that pop side, that positive, like carefree, that weight lifted off me. But hearing you play and like hearing your story about how you were in five, you actually like reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, no, like when I was five, I used to feel like the same way, and like life hardened me so much that I wasn't even able to tap in to that side. But hearing you talk and like hearing you play, it really like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like it allowed me to like remember like my own innocence and youth, to like be able to reach in and tap into that. Like I don't have to be so hard all the time, you know what I mean? So like that was a beautiful thing. Like, and I felt really, called to like express that and offer like, man, if you ever want, or lady, my lady, if you ever want to work, I am more than down to help you any way I can, because like, you know, I'm a musician too. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to express that, if you're ever, interested, I have thousands, of tracks that I can definitely, and if those don't work, we can always make some new stuff. But I just wanted to extend that. Because you're great, so yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Let's connect. And the first thing, I mean, I just joke about my, technical abilities or lack thereof. And Feels Rare Radio, they put up with me so often. And as you were speaking, what came to mind? The first thing I was ever quizzed with, and it was by Ned's, who is here. She wanted to find out if I knew what "wag me" meant, right? So here we are, full circle. I love collabs, and I've sent over some tracks to another fellow Feels Rare Radio family member, Hoodie, and even you know different types of music. When I'm about to play the Native American flute, and you'll probably hear it yourself, how that could be mixed in and just be a wow factor. Hip hop, rap, people are not used to hearing these interesting licks. So when you hear this piece, feel free to get creative and throw some ideas at me, and let's do something, because I'm here of service. And you know, songs are songs, and then there's the energy behind them. And sometimes you pop in a little lick of something like this and people don't know what's hit them, right? Because they can't explain it. And I'm also, you know, listening to you, it takes me back to what Amanda was sharing too, about bringing these types of conversations to the forefront, and how things are getting mixed into the larger conversations and into things like art and music. And so I'm remembering too, growing up, yes, I was whispering to butterflies at age 5, but you know, we all go through our stages, and I did go through the teenage years. And I tell you what, talking to butterflies wasn't the coolest thing when you were 13. And so I only shared that with a few close people, and I had to work my way through that. You know, then I got into the corporate world, and although everyone knew that I raised butterflies every summer, I didn't make it lunch conversation that I actually whispered to them, right? And I think you can appreciate why. But now I just say, look, I have claimed my inner butterfly, or inner caterpillar, actually, and I throw on my wings. I tell people I live in the world of woo. And you know, here we go, because it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with where you come from, what your beliefs are. It's just you either tap into the energy or you don't. So I provide it, and those that resonate, great, and those that don't, that's fine. You know, the energy is the energy. So I appreciate that we all go through stages, and you know, if I can bring this, you know, to the forefront of conversations in a fun, light, and healing way, then I'm all for it. So the more creative, the better. And again, that's why I'm so grateful for the opportunity to come here. I'm quite honored to be in this space tonight. So
We're honored to have you.
thank you. So
That's facts.
yeah. Maybe I'll do my second song, which is actually my first song, but just creatively worked so that it can be played on the Native American flute. I thought that might be an interesting way to introduce the Native American flute, since you've heard the original, and then you can compare it. So if everyone is good with that, I will play Hope on the flute that's in my profile pic. And again, anyone who wasn't here earlier, I can see the room is filling up. Feel free, if it's safe in the space where you are, just to close your eyes. Just close your eyes and really tap into this energy. So this is a variation on Hope, designed to be played on Native American flute. Butterfly blessings, one and all. That was Hope.
Oh my goodness. That was beautiful. That was that was that was a treat. Thank you. Wow. Wow.
That was a dope. That was dope. Amazing music, amazing sound.
It
So
might sound
whoever wrote
crazy,
it,
like I actually felt the air from your woodwind instrument blowing through my speaker. Like I'm so serious. Like I literally felt your flute blowing through my top speaker in my phone when I literally put it up to my head just so I could hear it. Like I felt the wind blowing, and that was just wow. Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah, I just wanted
Butterfly.
to say too, that's it's like it's a very magical moment, especially when you close your eyes. When you close your eyes and you're really tapping into the sound and to that just to that vibe, right? That vibe has energy. That energy has a message. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Butterfly.
As,
That was really
as,
beautiful.
as Louis said, he's a kind of mentioned the world closing the eyes. I shall close the eyes, get a rest, and until I leave this space, I wanna just say, Butterfly, I'll just follow you. It's amazing music, just which you got, and I will see you another time in other spaces too. So yeah, that was dope. Cheers.
Ah, thank you. Many blessings to you.
Likewise, all of your blessings, and see you around, guys.
Thank you, Shorty, for coming through, bro. I'll see you soon.
Blessings.
So yeah, Butterfly. That was hope. Wow. First of all, the name is already I love the name. That's one of me. I'm big for hope. I mean, without hope, right? Who are we? We're kind of just we'll be in a weird situation, right? What's up, Amanda? I see you have your hands right.
Hey guys, so I just want to say I'm so grateful for this space again and everybody that has been able to join and get a little bit of this energy today. I'm so appreciative of every single one of you because you are awoke, you are degen, right? And I'm so happy that we are setting examples on different ways to practice faith and hope and whatever name in whatever language you want to give it, but you don't even need a proper language, right, to talk that energy and give it out and receive it. So you're a great example of that, the Butterfly Whisperer. I'm so stoked of meeting you today, and always come back to Crypto Louis space every Sunday. So dope, every Sunday, every surprise, beautiful.
Yes. Thank you, Amanda, and thank you everybody for being here. Sharing your time and just for being here with us with the Butterfly Whisperer. Thank you to the Butterfly Whisperer as well too for taking her time and being here and sharing with us. Right. I do of course always my studies, always of what I do. But the Butterfly Whispers, I did a little bit of study on you. Right. I see that you did an interview on Rogers TV. Can you tell me your experience on that? Because that's. I mean, first of all, how did you even get to Rogers TV? How did you get that interview?
Well, wow. Talk about research. I don't think we're even in the same country. Yeah. So, yeah, I was invited to talk about what I do, and in particular about an influential book. And the one I chose was Hope for the Flowers. And uh, probably not so surprisingly, it follows the life of two caterpillars. And the one caterpillar is really striving to get to the top. It's following the Joneses, it's following what everyone else is doing, trying to get to the top of these caterpillar pillars. So everyone's climbing to the top, and it's this whole journey of realizing. And the other caterpillar, the lady caterpillar, was left behind, very sad, and of course transforms into the butterfly before the other one. Anyway, I would recommend that you read it. It's such a powerful message. And one of the my favorite quotes from the book is, um, one caterpillar is asking another that's in they call it the cocoon. We know that it's actually the chrysalis, but it was in the quote cocoon in the book, and asking, please, sir, tell me, how does one become a butterfly? And the reply was, one must give up being a caterpillar, right? Now that's not verbatim, but you get the message, right? So sometimes we have to give up, and I always talk about releasing that which no longer serves. And I'm trying very hard not to launch into butterflyese, but I don't think I'm going to make it. So I'm just going to add this little piece of trivia. A caterpillar will shed its skin 5 times before moving into the chrysalis stage. So essentially, it eats and eats and eats. Tanya was speaking about that. They're just little eating machines. And literally, when it gets too big for its britches, it splits its skin and walks out, right? And so I'm always comparing that. Walk out of that which no longer serves. Because when you do, what does that mean? It gives you more space to grow. Your skin is no longer so tight and restrictive, right? You now have a new chance to experience life. And when things no longer serve you in that period of your life, split your skin again and get rid of no longer serves. All of these experiences take us to our destiny, which is to soar. I go right back to what I said at the beginning. I truly believe that we've all been gifted with the human equivalent of wings. And so our journey is to become and realize and try on our wings, and just to take those wings, they're ours. And if you need some help along the way, there are a lot of butterflies there to assist. And that's what I love about these spaces. So I hope that answers your question. I know I went on a butterflies tangent, but
I love it. I love it.
that was that intro.
Amazing.
I really love it. I love the journey. I love your journey. It's amazing, and I'm honestly grateful and thankful to the universe that I have met you, right? And your soul, and I'm really excited to see what what I know you already accomplished so much, but I can't wait to see what you will accomplish. Further on. Starting. Just I guess from my vision, right? Because I just met you, right? So I'm super excited to see your journey. I want to see what's up to Joshua, who just popped in as well too, um, and ODB as well too. Music NFTs, and we're just vibing. We're just listening. We had the Butterfly Whisper for this Sunday. We're here every Sundays from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Next Sunday, right? Just to give you guys a little bit update, we have the artist musician Nikos, um, and he's actually one of my favorite people in this space, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him as well too. So yes, so we're now hosting a new segment in this space. Every Sunday, we're gonna have new musicians from the Web3, even even creators, right? We're not just gonna stick to musicians. We're gonna stick to the Web3 community in general, right? We're gonna stick to the people who are consistent, who are about good intentions, and your vibes attract your tribe. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Specifically the Butterfly Whisperer. Thank you for being here and sharing your vibes. If you have one more song, to finish the vibes, and then we can definitely move on to some open mics. I know, we have some musicians as well too who might want to share some music as well too, and if you want to share your story as well too, come up and say what's up.
Yo, does anybody want to like do a trap beat or something and she can do the flute over it? That would be mad dope. Let's go.
Ooh,
Is this a challenge?
ooh,
Well, I got my Logic project
Let's
open.
go. Let's
ooh.
go. Yeah, I always throwing it out there, you gotta be ready. Let's go.
Sheesh. I would have to make it live. I mean, you know what? Hold on. I might actually have
Wait, first of all, the Butterfly Whisperer has to be comfortable with it, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
Okay, okay. I actually think I have a drum loop.
But
Wait,
first,
what? The
you need
Butterfly Whisperer. How do you
yeah,
feel about that?
the butterfly whisperer up. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so I mean, this is some degenerates getting innovative over here, on the Twitter space, right? And this is what the beautiful thing about this is how kind of reviving we're just bonding. So what Amanda's idea was for you to create, for you, I guess, just to play what you were gonna play, and my bro Crypto got Cam, since he's a producer, he was gonna play some drums, and he was gonna give like it's like a specific pattern, specific experience. It could even be hip hop or whatever he wants to play, right? It could be R&B, whatever he wants. So let's see.
Yeah, I was just thinking about like freestyling with the vibe of the space. You were thinking about putting something together with everybody's energy, right? So then I was thinking about having a background hip hop, because we are all kind of like hipsters in this space. So I was thinking about just like winging it. If you're comfortable, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but it would be a beautiful experience.
Okay, so I'm coming from the clubhouse world, where it's hard to have multiple mics on at the same time. So if this works, obviously you.
No, you're right. You're right. Here, it's the same. It's the same thing. We might have that delay problem as well too. I was willing to like try it, but if not, it's okay too.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm game. It's just I don't. Yeah, I mean, if
You can do it though. I've seen people used to do it in MySpace, NFT music radio. We used to get people to do it.
I do it all
We
the
had
time.
concerts.
So
had
so
concerts around
let's
it.
do this. Let's do this. So the butterfly, right? You start, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable, and camo, right? When you feel comfortable coming in with a nice rhythm, maybe you can do something without maybe disrupting her rhythm, right? Can we try that?
Fire.
Yeah, I just literally made a whole drum loop, like from scratch.
All right,
Yeah.
butterfly. How do you feel about that?
no, listen, I'm game for, but please, for example, if let me stop playing in places or just keep playing or that, I don't know. So somebody, or if I should just mic mute me or something.
It is
Okay,
all good. There's no pressure at all. I might even just send you it. I can email this drum loop to you, and like, like maybe we can play for the next one if it doesn't work out tonight, but yeah, everything starts with just one step,
Woo! Let's give it up. Let's go.
But here we go. I just made this. So. I can slow it down.
Okay.
Good.
Let me slow it down just a little bit. Ooh. Okay. I think that was enough freestyle on the spot pressure.
Yes.
I
That
love
was
that.
really good. I don't know if you I heard.
Yo, I was like making a song with it. I was like, we're chilling and vibing with a couple friends. We're just making up a new trend. Baba.
Definitely. That was amazing, butterfly. Freestyle on the spot pressure, like only a certain types of people can do that. So I appreciate that from you as musician to musician, like I was about to add a piano and stuff. I'm like, you know what, let me just this is all for you, you know what I mean? Because like that was beautiful though. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely make sure that I send you at least something, you know what I mean, so you can like work on it, tweak it, and yeah, I'll send you a couple stuff.
That was cool. The butterfly. How did you feel about that?
Well, that was great. My only question was it on the beat? Because I was hearing flute through somebody else's.
It actually was on the beat.
Was
it
it?
actually was. Yeah, I heard it right on the money.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, if you want to do a round and Amanda wants to add add some voice and you want to We can another round if you want.
Shoot, let's. You know what? You know what? I can pull up a pad too, or how about this? How about this? I'm gonna pull up an electric keyboard, so it's very subtle. All right, actually, I got a piano up. Yeah, I can just replay this beat.
Look out.
Alrighty.
So I'll just add to this while you're setting that up. You know, this is very different than the custom spirit song I was anticipating doing. So kind of include that with invitation for anyone here, for anyone listening. If there is energetically you contribute, as it's close your eyes, tap in, and with your and just offer in peace. That way, it co-creation of everything here. I'm going to be tapping every playing this. Just so fabulous. So fabulous. That's the invitation for everyone. We can all participate.
For sure, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna replay this beat. We all ready?
Amanda, are you going to add voice there?
I'm gonna try my best to add some lyrics, but I'm definitely gonna add some voices. Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All righty, here we go.
All right.
Chilling and vibing with it, a couple friends. Watch us make a new trend. Chilling and vibing. Feel my energy, energy. Come and flow with me, come and flow with me. Come and vibe with me. Come and fly with me. Come and fly with me. Feel my energy. Feel my energy today. Hey. Feel my energy today.
All right.
Feel my energy. Feel my energy. Come vibe with me. Fly with me. Find me, Greta got LUI space, yay. Vibe with me, fine.
Bro, the drum loop ran out. Wow,
Yay!
that was fun.
Let's
You
go.
guys
Yo,
sound
yo, yo,
so
yo.
good. You
We
guys
were
Wow.
sound
in like
so
a
good on YouTube. Oh my god, I've been listening. I actually got kicked out, but I can like hear you on YouTube, and it sounds so it blend so good. Wait until you listen to the replay. Sounds really good,
Yeah.
guys.
wow.
And like towards like the ending too, like you guys started like syncing, and it was just it was good.
I appreciated that. That was it. I love playing with musicians. So that was a treat. Thank you. That was a treat. I appreciated that more than you know, actually.
Great idea, Amanda. That was awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
Yes, thank
I
you.
love it. So,
I'm actually about to record that and I'm gonna send that to you. No, definitely give me y'all emails, Butterfly and Amanda for sure. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna send that to you guys.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I want to say, we're technically almost to we end at 9:30. I want to say thank you to everyone, Tanya, Don, Amanda, the Butterfly Whisperer, Joshua. Thank you for popping on, my bro. Crypto, Mike, Real Cats, Music NFTs, and the Yellow Submarine. Thank you guys for being here. We're still gonna keep it going for just a little bit. I do want to share like some updates of what I'm going on. I might share like a snippet of what I'm gonna do as well too. And then I'm gonna give you guys your time back. What's up, Joshua? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, buddy? I was sitting listening, man. That sounded good. I like that beat, and I like the little hum that's going into it. I like the vibe.
Yes, sir. That's Butterfly
Yeah.
and Crypto God and Amanda.
How y'all doing?
Just chilling, my bro. We just vibing. We're just technically finishing up. The Butterfly Whisperer was just telling her, her journey and story of just her personal life and just her as a musician in Web 2, which is a beautiful journey. What's up with you, Brody?
Man, just checking them into making better designs, man. Into newer designs. I'm working on the sweatsuits now. That's what we're working on now.
For those who don't know, Joshua, he's a designer. He makes Money Mummies merch, and he's creating his brand as well too in Web3. So super happy for you to be here as well too, Brody. Yeah, Tanya, Don, what's up? Any
Yeah, I have some great news I wanted to share with everybody. I actually put it in the bubble, but what I can do is pin it to the nest. It was published in Forbes, I think Friday. Blockchain music app Single announces collaboration with Shopify, normalizing NFTs for creators, which means if you decide to upload your music on that platform, you can turn around and you know how every musician has their own t-shirts and different things. So now you can make an NFT out of it and have that as so there's tokenizing it. So it's exciting because everybody knows Shopify. So
wait, so they're using Shopify to release music as well too, or what is it?
no, Shopify is where you can Shopify is going to be their storefront where you can buy
the merch
and the NFT together.
Merch and NFT together. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think Amanda and I spoke about this in the earlier when
Shopify
we first met. That's how we bonded.
So Shopify is going to be another platform for NFTs, another market for NFTs as well.
I think what they did is they're going on in collaboration, meaning so instead of these people building their own shopping cart, like my stuff, I have a shopping cart. So like I was thinking about going into Shopify because I build Shopify shopping carts for my clients, and I was just thinking like, why can't they do NFTs? I wonder how they could do that. And then these people just did it. So something to look forward to that, which means eventually any of us, if you have a website, you can just get yourself a Shopify account, put some of your stuff on there. I think it's only $30 for the lowest price one. And I don't know. I should look into that. I'll look into it and we can talk more about it. But I think that really brings it to the forefront for everybody.
I think that's also very interesting too, because Shopify also is collaborating with Spotify. So and I know Spotify is also trying to create something like this as well too. So yeah, definitely. Let's talk more about it next week on next Sunday. I do want to say that we're here every Sunday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. We're just vibing. We're just talking. If you want to come up here and share your story, you can do it as well too. We will have like a little short open mic, and if you want to share some music, if you want to share some of your art, we have our special guest, the Butterfly Whisperer, this Sunday. Today, she shared her story. This space is recorded, so you can definitely tap in at with Tanya. I'm pretty sure it's in her bio, it's in her pin. If you click um on her pinned post, you can definitely look back into this space and see the good vibes that we're actually
When you go on
creating and talking
YouTube, you can
about.
Google your name. It's live right now. We're going live. So it's when I'm done with this, it'll be done. And then I just got to go in and put in our keywords. And what's that? That's all I
Nice,
do.
nice. So LUI and music NFTs and the metaverse every Sunday, but next Sunday is actually going to be LUI and the music NFTs doxing. Right, we're going to be talking about doxing and the importance of it, because I think it's super important. I think it should be, to me, in my opinion, it should be standardized. But we'll talk about that next Sunday. All right. I do want to say what's up
Let's
to music and
go.
music NFTs. Which popping?
And to add to that, Crypto got Louis, when it comes to doxing themselves, I would love to, give a couple tips on cybersecurity and how you can protect your
Yes.
data, and go about that. So I'm gonna be ready for that next
Let's get
Sunday.
it. Let's get it. That's
Can
very
we talk about VPN? I'm like
VPN.
obsessed with
Yes,
Let's
VPN
go.
yes.
because VPN and streaming is very, very important, but you got to know the right kind. I'm still looking for the best one. So, but just besides getting a VPN just for privacy, you also need it for streaming so that when you do your own spaces, you protect it and you have good, connection.
Mm.
Today I didn't have hardly any, but
Okay, we'll
I
definitely
thought
talk about that. I do want to say what's up to the music entities for popping up in this space. What's popping, fam? We're just chilling, just vibing. If you want to say something, if you don't, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We're just chilling. Butterfly Whisper,
Oh,
anything?
there we go. I got it unmuted. Sorry about that.
It's all good, fam. What's good, bro?
But yeah, just
hi.
hey there, Tanya. Hey, just wanted to jump up here because I love talking alpha. If we talking Shopify, I would say definitely do a Google search for a company in crypto called Capacity. Cappasity. They are partnered with Shopify, and they're going to offer 3D, where you can take photos and you can 3D map it as to where you can post it, and people can view whatever product you're selling 360 3D. So
Oh,
thought I'd
wow.
just drop that
Oh
in
my
for
God,
You
everybody.
said
modern
you
day
said capacity.
prophets.
You said capacity, fam.
Yeah, it's Capacity. Cappasity.
Also, double P's. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Thank you for coming in and telling us that, fam. What's up, though? How are you? I mean, I think I've seen you before, maybe, right? What's up with you?
Oh yeah, just hanging out, checking out different artists, listening to different music. Just gearing up for my project and developing and listening to the things that are hampering people getting into the music NFT industry specifically, and as a whole into NFTs, and taking what I know and developing a place where people can come and vibe and get information as needed. I'm developing a project right now, hopefully, where I can help explain some of these terms that people don't understand. Because right now, what I think I see is, like we're into NFTs, but the new people, the other 99% of folks that aren't even looking at this right now, having an avenue and a place for them to come and get information and learn it easily. So yeah, that's my thing.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm here for that. That's in a good purpose, good cause, and I'm excited for that too. Wait, are you a musician as well too?
I am not. Actually, I come from a musical family, so I got to grow up around it. I was kind of the thinker guy, so that I found my lane within the blessings that other in my family have. So just years and years of watching them work and listening to their problems and seeing what they go through and things. I'm a put all that experience together and hopefully make something great out of it.
Yes, yes. Let's go. I believe in you.
I
And
love that.
it's you're in your own lane. That's I think that's what it matters. So you go hard in your own lane as long as you're passionate in your own lane. That's all that matters, right? So music NFC, thank you for popping it, and just sharing your story as well too. And nice to meet you, fam. Officially meet you.
Excuse me, Louis. I
Likewise,
just
brother.
want to, and music NFT, I'm sorry. I just quickly want to say hello to my friend over there in the listener, Domino's Pizza. What a great guy, and Domino's Pizza. I just wanted to, show you my couple friends that they might be new to you, but it's definitely very good people, just as yourself.
Yo yo.
Follow this guy. I know he's not interacting in this space, but he's always interacting on every
No, he
other
was acting.
NFT
He
space.
was interacting. I saw him. I saw him.
When?
He was probably he
Oh,
popped in with energy.
I
I
love it.
saw that.
Okay,
So
I love that. Okay, we'll definitely follow this guy. I love him and just saying hi.
all right, cool. I'm glad. Domino, if you want to pop in and see what's up, I would love to to meet you and see if you have some pizza. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's all good. Music NFT. Thank you for popping up as well too. The Butterfly Whisperer. Do you have anything else to say?
Oh gosh, just spreading such gratitude for this opportunity, to meet some like-hearted people, never mind the minded, but like-hearted people. And I too want to shout out someone in Listener Lounge, Mike, who I met recently in spaces and has been very supportive. So a special.
Yes.
Yeah. So, everyone's on a different journey. If I can be of any assistance, together, this is what I always say, together we soar higher. And so thank you for being so welcoming. Um, and, just literally butterfly blessings to everyone. Keep the vibe and, just if
Yes.
things are tough, just remember the promise of the butterfly, the promise of the butterfly. So
Sounds
again,
peaceful.
way to
Peaceful
be.
thought.
The Butterfly Whisperer. Just know that I'm never gonna forget this moment. And together we do soar higher. We soar super high together. The highest we're ever gonna go together. And I promise you that. As long as we stay consistent in helping each other, right? Because like you said, the butterfly. Sometimes we turn from a caterpillar to a butterfly, but sometimes we do need a little help on cracking that shell, right? And so that's what we're here for us, for each other, and to help each other grow and empower each other. So thank you, the butterfly, and thank you everybody else for being here. Um, before before I close down this space, I do want to share like a little bit of updates of what I'm doing a little bit. Thank you guys for being here towards the end. And then I'll probably share the song that I'm creating for my NFT, right? And then maybe if you guys want to give me a feedback on that, that'll be awesome. And if you guys don't, that's also awesome too. I appreciate your time. And if anybody wants to say anything right now, you guys can as well too.
So if you want to watch this in the replay, I pin it to the nest at NFTs Music Radio. So we're streaming it there. So you can go ahead and watch the replay. It has it's from beginning to the end.
Let's go. Thank you, Tanya, for that. Thank you so much. That's I truly appreciate that.
Yeah, nice to meet all the new people that I just met today. Nice to meet you all, man.
Yes,
Let's go, Joshua.
definitely. I love your energy.
Yeah, I get a good purpose to keep pushing every time I come to this space. Give me more
Let's
energy,
go.
more motivation.
That's what this space is for. And what I'm saying, that's the vibe that I'm trying to create, right? We're here for each other, right? We're all here to help each other grow. We're here to empower each other, because if the moment that we're here to if we're here together, I feel I don't know if I'm explaining this right, because like right now I'm getting so much energetic already, but like what I'm trying to say is that we're here to help each other, and the moment that we feel alone, don't Joshua, don't be hesitate to reach out, especially to me. At least I can just say that, at least for me, right? I know John is a great person, I know Tanya's a great person, I know Man is a great person, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind you reaching out to them as well too, but I can't speak for them, right? I want but I just want everybody here to know that, what I'm saying, that you have a friend in me here, and that you guys can reach out to me at any moment. That's really all I wanted to say on that. With that being said, right, I have been working behind the scenes a lot on my NFT project, and as you know, my songs tend to empower the listeners. Well, I hope to empower the listeners. I hope to inspire my listeners, right? So this song is a ganja song. It's not 100% complete yet, but this is just an idea, right? It's called Pack It. This is for my 420 friendly smokers, stoners out there. I do love my weed. I do like to get elevated, and so I created a song for my people who who like to get elevated. The Butterfly Whisper. This is one question. Do you smoke any herbs?
This is a recorded space. No, all joking aside, I cannot because of certain health conditions I have. So you all go for it. I
Okay,
will.
thank you. No, absolutely, I respect that, and thank you for sharing that. But me, on the other hand, I do love my weed. I do love my 420 as people as well too, and it's a community. So I created this song called Packet, because I smoke out of my bowl. I don't roll a joint anymore or blunts. I do sometimes with the homies, but I pack it, and so I usually smoke my bowl, my bong, and so hopefully you guys like it. It's called Packet.
Haven't smiled in a while. Bada buying out the crypto holy now. Energy and active. If you attractive and you know I might just smash it. Louis. Pack it. Pack it. To feel nice. To feel nice. Pack it. Pack it. To feel nice. To feel nice. And when I pack it, it is never enough. And when I pack it, I just hit it and pop. It's to feel nice. To feel nice. And if she wants her, she can give me a touch. And if I want her, I will give her that gush. It's to feel nice. To feel nice. This is for my people who like to get high. But also for the people who like to work hard. Who says a little ganja can make succeed? Okay. I was just raised to think it was wrong. But now, it's time to know the truth. It's time to open your eyes. Not when I smile, haven't smiled in a while. Bada buying out the crypto holy now. Energy and active. If you attractive and you know I might just smash it. Pop up and pass it. Everybody grasping. Everybody wants it, nobody wants to pass it. But my blessing always ask, man. After it adapt to the bet we had in cash in. La la la. La la la. La la la. Don't be afraid. But when you're ready, shut up.
Respect, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, my guy. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys for being here. We're here next Sunday at 8 o'clock. If anybody has nothing to say, we can definitely close down the space.
Louis, I just quickly
That
want.
was incredible. What a
Yeah, I
great
quickly want to
That
say
was
I love that
amazing.
song. Definitely was vibing. And I love that part where you say I was, raised to think it was bad, and like it's definitely opens your eyes to feel different. But yeah, who's to
Thank
know
you.
who we're
Thank
gonna
you.
be as a parent? But yeah, blessings.
Yeah, just to give you like a little quick backstory on that, like specifically for like for my culture, they treat weed like heroin, and they think that weed is gonna ruin your life, and for me it actually did the opposite, right? It actually saved my life because I have ADHD, and I mean not to say like that was a problem, but the thing is that I was very active. I had super like I have so much energy, and sometimes I put that energy in wrong places, right? Like being in the streets, hanging with the wrong crowd, doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing, and I put that energy into it, and eventually, I started surrounded with wrong people, and weed, smoking my herb, smoking weed, I was able to tap into myself and tap into to who I really was, and who I'm trying to be, right? Just to give you a little backstory on that, I just see that ball out crypto. What's up, buddy?
What up, Blue? My G, you all right?
Yeah, bro, blessed up. How are you?
Yeah, man, same. Blessed up, bro. Tapping in, listening to some of your music, man. Excited to have you come through tomorrow and perform on the Crow Fan Music Monday, my G. Definitely.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Hell yeah. A little quick shout out to Bala Crypto. I will be performing with the Crow Fam tomorrow at 8:30, I believe, p.m. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all tap in and catch us performance, man. You're gonna be doing a dog ass set for us. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you too, brother, because definitely
No.
heard your style before. You got a dope style.
Yeah.
Combining, yeah, you know what I'm saying, languages with the music, so it's fire.
Appreciate you, Brody. And I'm excited to tune in tomorrow as well too. So everybody, if you can, tune in tomorrow with the Crow Fam. Now if nobody has anything to say, now we'll definitely, we've been here from 8 o'clock already. It's 9:43. What's up, Joshua? What's up, fam? Oh yeah, no, yeah. Is he, I'm not sure if he's talking to me or he's probably talking to somebody else. But I want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing your time, and I will see you guys next Sunday. If anybody has nothing to say, I will close down the space officially.
I'll actually go. Thank you so much, Tanya, Crypto God. Like, as it is always a pleasure to get to do this with you guys. Like every week on Sunday, 8 p.m. to 9:30 East and 5 to 6:30 PST. Amanda, the Butterfly Whisperer, Joshua, Music NFT, Bolo, Mike, Brent, Yellowstone. I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday, and upcoming week it's gonna be a bowling one. Let's manifest on it. Let's spread that positivity for each other, be there for each other, and of course we're going to bump into each other, and would really like to see you in the next spaces if you could tap in. And yes, absolutely a pleasure listening to you guys every week. And yeah,
Let's
appreciate you all.
go.
Thank you, everybody. Don't
Take
forget
care.
to use your soundboard.
Take care. Take care. Love, understand, inspire.